to the DNVR Avalanche Pregame Show presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code DNVR when you sign up for a new account. Get amazing odds boosts every single day. Avs taking on the Islanders today. Rudo and Blais coming at you live from the DNVR bar. Two teams that have gone in very different directions, Blais.
Since last year?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So these are the only two teams in the NHL that have made the second round 3 years in a row. Avs certainly look like they're poised to do it again or better. The Isles, not so much. So much on there.
No. They're having a really bad year. Interesting, they do have some players, but I think really what's really affecting their play is their defensive core has been just decimated.
Yep.
And right now they do have a few bright spots, but not enough to really hold that team. And then the goaltending's been shaky. Varley obviously has been sick, I think, with COVID.
Yeah.
And just had a shaky year this year.
Nothing too unusual from Varley there, you know.
No, I mean, that's a known.
He's always
quantity.
been a crazy, streaky goaltender,
Yeah.
Obviously the Avs reaping the benefits of the Isles' decimated blue line a little bit with Devon Taves.
Yeah.
Sure, the Isles would do quite a few things a little bit differently in hindsight than they did, but unfortunately, they're not going to make the playoffs this year.
No,
pretty much. So.
They'd have to be can they even statistically do it?
I mean,
I guess they'd have
theoretically,
to win out.
Arizona could still statistically make the playoffs. So, but not really.
Okay. Yeah.
If every team never wins again but the Isles. So, Isles are in a weird spot. And this is the time of year where you really see, especially a lot of the guys on the Isles who aren't going anywhere, they're kind of locked into deals on that team. Senioritis is going to start to set in here in March. They know they're not going to make it anywhere. They know the trade deadline's coming up, and they're any pieces that aren't staying that might have some value are just going to make them worse.
Yeah.
So a team the Avs should be able to take advantage of, yeah?
You would hope so. I mean, especially right now, I believe they have 2 injuries. I don't know if they are on the mend. I know Chara was one of them, and I'm trying to think of who the second person was that was injured. Oh, Barzal.
Oh, that's kind of a big one.
Your best player's hurt. That's not a good sign. Is it Barzal, or am I saying it wrong? I've heard it.
You're asking the wrong guy.
That's why me and you are on the same page here when it comes to pronouncing names. So I wanted to see if you had another take on it.
I've heard people say Barzal.
That's the other one that I've heard.
But
too.
I would say Barzal.
Yeah. Barzal just sounds cooler anyways.
Confirmed. We'll just call him Matt, all right? Problem solved. I know how to pronounce Matt. Darcy Kuemper getting the start for the Avs in net, and I think the conversation around Kuemper has really elevated to the point we were talking about. Is he in the Vezina conversation? Maybe. Anytime you play a team from New York.
What a change too from the beginning of the season till now.
Yeah, no kidding.
People wanted to fire him into the sun at the beginning of the year. Obviously, I mean, his stats were not where they should have been. So there was, some talk around there as, was this a mistake? Since the beginning of the new year, though, he's been red hot.
Yep. Completely different players, it almost feels like, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And, some of that is certainly getting accustomed to the new team and playing with that system in front of him and all of that. But you can also see just how much more settled in he is as a player.
Oh, for sure.
So.
The puck management and puck control that he has now, too, he's not giving these crazy rebounds.
Yep.
Rebounds are always going to happen, but the thing that you're seeing is those shots that are into the chest area aren't coming back out crazily.
Right. The ones he's supposed to smother a little bit.
The one that he's supposed to stop from having a rebound on, he's stopping.
Yeah.
And that wasn't happening at the beginning of the year, and now you see, he just feels more comfortable. He feels, he knows what's in front of him. He knows what to expect from his defense as well.
Yeah, I think the Avs are in a spot where really they can win a whole lot of different ways, and we've seen them win a bunch of different ways, but you're talking about, you're going to get theirs when it's the top guys. They're going to give you at least 1 or 2 goals a night.
Yep.
You're starting to see the depth scoring at least get involved. I'm not going to say it's reliable. The defense is obviously the defense. Makar and Taves get theirs every single night. Right.
Yeah.
They can flip a game on its head in a heartbeat. And then the goaltending, it has been there where you're seeing the Avs start to win. Oh, they won a 2-0 game. Oh, you know, they only give up 1 or 2 a night. They're not your favorite phrase. They don't have to boat race everybody every single night. So, and I think that plays into, we've seen Jack Johnson elevate his game a little bit over, the last 2 months. Yes, he still has his bad ones.
Yeah, sure.
There's a limit there.
Yep.
But when you have quality goaltending, it works both ways, right? A defensive D is going to make your goaltender look better. A goaltender is going to make your defensive D look better.
Absolutely.
So how much can the Avs really rely on Jack Johnson right now?
Well, I mean, he's in that second pairing, and he's doing a fine job. I think the funny thing is like, as we're watching, hockey together this whole year, there's been times where we're like, wow, who made that move? Oh, my God, that was Jack Johnson. He has sneakily done some great things. And obviously starts off with a bang, right? Like with the goal that's
the first goal of the year.
The first goal of the year where you're like, wow, was that Makar or McKinnon? No, that's Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson dragged it to the backhand and flipped it top shelf. Okay.
Yeah. But on the defensive side, though, he does make smart plays, and obviously he's a veteran player, so he's got a lot of experience to lean on, right? And obviously, as you get older in your career and stuff, you have to learn how to basically simplify your game, right? You can't do the things that you could do when you were in your 20s, your early 20s. And I think that's one of the things that the coaches have been working on with him, is just simplifying his game to make it work for him.
Well, it's certainly a good bit of experience. Tonight marks his 1,000th game in the NHL. Always an awesome thing for a guy to get the silver stick. Yeah. We talked about it on a show the other day, but I believe the last guy to do that with the Avs was Brad Stewart. So,
wow.
Maybe not the best company to be in when it comes to Avs defensemen, but still, you don't get to 1,000 games by being a bad defender.
No.
Let me put it to you that way. So, congratulations to Jack Johnson there. Rounding out the Avs defense, it's interesting because you kind of have Johnson in a bit of a unique role on this team. You also have EJ, who the Avs want to be a defensive D, but he kind of does whatever he wants to a certain extent. And then obviously Taves, Makar, and Girard, they kind of do everything for you, but you're not putting reins on those dudes. You're letting them fly free. So let me ask you it this way: do the Avs need another Jack Johnson type?
No, I think this is that thing, right, that we talk about, and I'm not talking about rushing him back, but if Bo Byram slots back in and is established on that second defensive line, and you have that J&J pairing on the third line, even with EJ knowing that he's more offensive-minded, I think that's a line that works well as your third pairing D. I think there's a lot of teams out there that would love to have that as their third pairing D. That, I think right now you're looking at an Avalanche fan base and an Avalanche team that's frankly just been spoiled with great defensemen the last few years.
Yep. It really has. It's incredible to think literally 5 years ago the defense was Eric Johnson and Tyson Barrie, I guess, but one of those guys plays defense and the other doesn't. And then end of list. Your bottom 4D is like, whatever we get out of them, we get out of them. So it really is a wild situation to have come so quickly up the ranks that someone like a Jack Johnson is your right now number 4, but assuming a move at the deadline or a healthy Byram or both,
right,
a 5 or 6 for you.
That's even crazier if they go out at the deadline, pick up a defenseman, and then also have Bo Byram available during the playoffs. Like, that makes up for some very hard decisions for the coaching staff.
Yep. Obviously, Byram not there yet, but everything that has been rumored about. Seems like things are really positive on Byram's front.
Yeah.
So you don't know until he's back, but seems like things are trending in the right direction.
You still have, I mean, playoffs don't start for another 2 months.
You got 2 months.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time.
Lots of time.
Apparently, Val Nichushkin not out for warm-ups and will not be playing. There was no pre-news to this, but is what it is. Okay. Nuke missed a game or two not too far back, and let's face it, the Avs are running away from everyone in the league at this point, so if some guy's got a little snagging something, they can afford to rest them. On that note, the line's set up. Alex Newhook getting the wing spot on the second line.
Nice.
Going to see him with a little bit of talent
Yeah.
here. They're still running the Burakovsky top line, Landeskog second line, so it's Kadri, Newhook, Landy. What do you want to see Newhook do on that line?
Distribute the puck to somebody else.
Yep. I think that's...
I mean, I'm going to make that a very short answer, but like with the talent around you, that's your job. That's your role when you're coming on to that group.
It's honestly, I think this is a great setup for Newhook. You have Landy, bigger body to dig the pucks out, do the hard work deep in the zone. Kadri loves to shoot it.
Yep.
Newhook just got to get the puck to the other guys, and he'll get rewarded, I think, quite a bit.
So he's going to be the guy passing to the bumper.
Yeah, the
He's going to be making
pass,
the 2-foot pass. Hopefully he can do that.
Newhook's about to hit it up, set it up right now. Keep your eyes peeled for that play. Guaranteed. The bottom of the lineup, Jost, Comfer, O'Connor, McDermott, Helm, Aube, Kubel. So with Nuke out, you don't have any questionable scratches.
Yeah.
I will put it that way.
Was Abe going to be scratched again? Was that
I'm not. So Kubel was scratched, and then Jost was scratched.
Yeah.
And then I don't know who the plan was to scratch for tonight.
Okay.
If you're asking me, I'd scratch Helm, but
Oh, Randy brought up trade. Is it a trade that's happening?
I can't imagine they're trading Nuke.
I think that's a piece that you're trying to retain for next year.
It's just not only, like, I agree, he should probably be, outside of a goaltender, priority one for the Avs to bring back of the free agents. He's just not. It's not like you're moving that much money out with him. Like, it's $500K more than if you moved a Jost or a Murray.
Yeah.
So you're not really getting a ton of value there. But.
I was looking at some Capitals Twitter where a guy was like, "This is what they're gonna do next year," and Nichushkin was on their second line. I was like, "That's pretty sweet, but it's not gonna happen."
Must be nice to think that's gonna go your way. Yeah, I mean, look. I would scratch McDermott every night, but the reality is the Avs just aren't going to do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's the world we live in, so you have to be realistic, right? Okay. That takes care of that. Congratulations to Jack Johnson on 1,000 games.
Yes.
Do want to take a bit of a bigger look at March than just this game against the Islanders, because we're at the start of the month, and really, this is a month that the Avs should be able to take advantage of. You have the Isles tonight, Coyotes. Flames is a tough game. But then they go Isles and Devils. Probably want both of those. You have a good game against Carolina, a good game against the Flames. Then you go out west and you have L.A., San Jose, Edmonton, Vancouver. You're looking at this schedule and you're going, that should be a lot of wins the Avs are racking up.
For sure. I mean, like that graphic that we put out on Twitter, that kind of shows where the Avalanche have been this year, right? Wins versus losses.
Yep.
You start looking at that. There are some columns in there that are a little scary. Playing Calgary twice is they're a hot team right now that's playing good hockey. So, but then you look at the rest of the West, and that's where a lot of the games are, taking place. They're done playing the Atlantic Division, so you can kind of see the record there. It was a winning record there, and they've only got a few games left in the Metropolitan.
Yeah, against the rest of the East.
Yeah, but I mean they've got a team that's, I don't know, the Penguins, which is like a weird team this year.
They're in that weird. So they have actually been on the run up. They're towards
that's
the top
what
of
I mean.
their division
Like
now, but
they started off as like an AHL team, right? Like they had
Gino, no Sid.
Yeah. They didn't have the pieces there, and then they got healthy, and they're starting to put it together.
Yeah, Look, I'm happy the Avs aren't in the East this year. I'll say that much. Most years, I think the Avs fan base goes into the season going, oh, God, we're in the Central. There's so many good teams. What the hell? This year, the East is the stacked conference.
Yep.
They got the top of the top end. It's kind of the Avs all alone in the West as one of those truly elite teams.
Yeah, and it allows them to feast, right? Like,
Yeah.
That's why we talk about, like, they have a good chance of running away and, winning the season out.
Yeah, go get home ice for the Cup Finals, right?
Yeah,
Why not?
do it.
Might as well get it in there. A UBI, apparently, the conversation for Val. I mean, how serious is that?
It's
we don't know.
day-to-day.
We saw they sat McKinnon 3 games ago,
Yeah.
precautionary. They don't need anyone to get injured more than they already are. At this
the
point.
luxury
Yeah.
that they have right now is, when you have this many wins already, it's pretty easy to sit guys.
Literally would be 40 wins. This is game 54 if they win tonight. So is that good, chat? I don't know.
I'm not sure either. If you go on Twitter, it's not good enough.
Look, all right. Twitter, if you're not 82-0, you're doomed. Facts. Look at that. They got old Jared Bednar with the Saskatoon Blades up there on the feed. Wild. I never had hair that good. I wish I did. Okay. Blaze, make us some money. We got Blaze's bets.
Yeah, last game was a little rough. I'm not going to lie.
It's been like 4 months since you've had a bad game. So
That was a bad game. I mean, granted, I'll give my money to DraftKings for an Avs win every night.
True.
If you were at the bar, it was unreal at the bar.
Ooh, yes, that third period.
Vibes were popping.
People were popping off for sure.
All right, well, let's get into these bets. I'm going to go. Mac had 1 shot on goal last game.
Not sustainable.
After having 14 shots on goal. So, if he can somehow average.
Even
in
out to a
between
good
the-
7.
Yeah, just get into that area. We'll be fine here. So Mac with 4.5 shots on goal, plus 105. So some positive money there. I'm going to go, again, Taves, I don't know exactly how many points he has, but it's a damn
He's
lot of them.
basically a point per game. And I think
It's just under.
Yeah,
it's just under.
but
So, again, he didn't have an assist last game, so I'm gonna go back to the well on this
I
one.
think you look at Taves and Makar's assists every night and you say, oh, this one's got good odds tonight.
Yeah,
Take
yeah.
that one.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, because Makar's were in the gutter again. So
yeah.
plus 100 on a half of an assist, so 1 assist. So
Yep.
hopefully he can do it against his old team. Kind of
That's
showboat
true.
the old
I
team.
forget. Maybe you should take him for a goal then. The
No,
old
that's true.
The old team curse.
Yep.
Pretty consistent.
Having take for over a half a power play point is at plus 500.
Yeah, he plays second unit though, so that's a little sketchy.
Yeah, so you got to be a little careful. The second unit doesn't see.
they
It's
get
usually
like 30 seconds.
Yeah. So
it's a little.
Who scores every time?
Yeah, but also no. if you're feeling Mac over 4.5 shots on goal, don't trust the second unit. Put it that way. Explain the payout in each of these. So at plus 100, that's even money.
Yep.
You bet $100, you win $100. All right. No one bets 100. You bet $10, you win $10.
Yep.
At plus 105, you bet $10, you win $10 and like 50 cents.
Yep.
At minus 120, you have to bet. It's like $12 to win $10.
Yeah. So at 10, it's I think it's like 880 or 9.
Yeah.
So it's somewhere around there. On the last one though, again, it's the Islanders goalie with 29.5 saves.
Yep.
He just played against the Ducks on Sunday night, had 30 some saves. So
This is the Isles do not play heavy possession style.
Yep.
They've always played a defense first kind of mindset. That's pretty much always true of Barry Trotz. When they're playing well, they do a decent job of limiting opportunities, but I think I'm with you. I lean into you know what? The Avs top line did not do very much at all against Vegas. That's just the line that you can't keep down for very long. So
and then I've got Mikko as another bet. I didn't put it up there, but
Sure.
he's been a little silent.
Yep. quietly
for him.
putting along.
Yep. So feeling like he might have a goal in him tonight.
I love that. Like we talk about, Amigo's been pretty quiet. He's on like a 40 goal pace.
Yeah, I know. It's just one of those things. It's like the recency of it. Like,
yeah,
the Avs just have to perform every night.
The expectations are absolutely there around this team this year. Let's not kid ourselves. It doesn't matter who they play. It doesn't matter what the situation is. They are expected to go out and win.
Yep.
And they're going to try to do that tonight at a Ball Arena. Wow, is puck drop really 20 minutes away? That's a really late puck drop.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Well, apparently puck drop's not till like 7:15, but our show's over. So make yourself some food. Go get a sandwich or make some. I'm about to go eat some buffalo wings from the bar. That's going to be delicious.
That's my go-to tonight, too.
Ooh, he's going with the wings.
Going with the wings.
You've come around to the wings again, it seems like.
Yeah.
The burrito's old news now.
No, I mean, what did I have on Saturday night? Got to switch it up.
Just saving it for the Phil Kessel trade that you know is
There
coming,
you go.
right?
Yeah.
So you can have a burrito with Phil. We appreciate all of y'all chat. Oh, that's right. They're giving Jack Johnson the silver stick.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you. That makes sense for the delayed. So go watch that. Go watch Jack Johnson earn his 1,000 game ceremony. Super dope thing. We appreciate all y'all hanging out. We'll be back post game. AJ should be calling into the show from Winnipeg for post game. So I'm sure that will have no technical issues and will go amazingly.
We've got a speaker, right, for him this time?
Yeah.
All right.
We've got it. Allegedly, we've got that sorted out. So we'll see how it goes. We hope to see you post game. Until then, we will talk to y'all later.